But I'm
Hey,
curious.
we're on.
Hey, nice to have
We're
you.
on. Hello, everybody out there in TV land and social media land. I'm Mike from Mike and Dooley, and this is the infamous
Ricky Siegel.
Ricky Siegel. If you're from Highlands, you know Ricky Siegel.
Well, a lot of people know me.
I mean, a lot of people do. They speak of you.
I got a question.
Oh, brother.
We're going to start off right off the bat.
Okay.
This is Mike and Dooley in the morning. Is that the name of the
That's
show?
how it started, yes. Now it's morphing into
Do you
some other
understand
things.
what time?
It's the
you know
afternoon.
what time
It's
it
the
is?
afternoon. Well, I just
it's
woke up.
20 minutes to.
Is this how the whole interview is going to be?
I have no idea, but it's the
criticize?
first thing I thought of.
All right, thanks for joining us. Well, it started out as Mike and Dooley in the morning because we were doing it Saturday mornings. Now Dooley's moved to Texas, and so now he and I are doing Thursday nights, and I'm doing it sporadically with different people.
The
Evolution of Mike and Dooley in the morning. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to take off the in the morning and just leave MD.
I mean, you know, it's going to look funny.
I don't want. See, apparently, people are getting confused.
Read the label.
You read the label.
I read the label.
But thank you for joining us. Again, I'm Mike. This is Ricky. We are at the Highlands Performing Arts Center.
Correct, sir. We are on the set of The Odd Couple.
We are on the set of. Do you think we're an odd couple?
If you ask a lot of people, I think you'd get that.
You think they would be an odd couple? We'd
I
be an
think
odd
so.
couple. But thank you, those of you who are tuning in. If you're watching on Highlands Cable Group Channel 14, you can check out more stuff that we have at mikeanddooley.com. And if you're watching on Facebook, check us out at mikeanddooley.com. Do you go to mikeanddooley.com? No, you haven't.
You know,
You haven't. You haven't. You
I'm a little busy. I'm
haven't?
honestly, to tell you the truth,
No, you haven't.
I really have a pretty full plate these days.
No, brother.
Oh, I know.
Counting your money. I mean, it's tiring doing nothing.
I told you about my money situation.
I know.
I got
know.
piles.
But if you live in Highlands, and this is the point of doing the show today, this week and next week, The Odd Couple is performing here, and so we're going to go over all of that.
Let me throw in one other thing.
Okay.
Just, you know, there's a lot of Highlanders and a lot of people who probably have never been inside this theater. Some of them, you know, maybe their budget does not allow to buy 2 or 3 or 4 tickets to a play.
Right.
Well, on the Wednesday night before opening night, which is tomorrow night,
the 22nd.
Here at PAC is gratis, and anybody who wants to and see what we're doing here and watch the play, you're certainly welcome. Donations accepted, but not required. So please take advantage and avail yourself of this opportunity. We really like to have people in the audience.
Yeah, well, it probably makes performing even that much more exciting when there's people out there. Can you see the crowd with the lights on?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, it's interesting. And the last thing you want to do is recognize somebody. The last thing you want to do is really zero in on somebody. So what you're doing, you're chatting and you're doing your lines, and you're kind of looking over the heads, or you're looking at your co-actors.
Little tricks of the theater we're learning here. I like that. We're learning.
The best trick you can learn is learn your lines.
Learn your lines. Learn your lines. That's always good. That's always good advice. One other thing you could do too is if you're watching this now, or if you're watching it later on social media, share it. So Ricky, we're gonna figure out how to share it, so you can share it with your friends. So let's see. I think you have to go back into that.
All right, this.
Okay, pull it down. Let it reset. Where's the live? Oh, and you know what? The other thing we can do is we can find out if we're live. Okay, are we live? Are we live? Oh,
you look very live.
You look very live too.
I feel pretty good.
Oh, that was my mom. My mom said hello. Hello, Mother. My mother's watching.
Hi, Mom.
My mother's
his
watching.
mom.
His mom. So we're live, but I don't see it on your phone.
Well, I'm not. I'm technically.
You're what? What was that?
Retarded.
What was the word?
Technological.
Not working. All right, let me see. So anyway,
now we got it.
Well, I work on figuring out how to share this on Ricky's phone. Ricky's going to talk a little bit about the Odd Couple performance that's coming up.
It's a famous play. It's been around. I think the first time it was written in 1965. First time, I don't know how many times it's been performed, how many incarnations of that particular play, but it's been around forever. It was a television show in the late 60s, early 70s.
Mm-hmm, true.
And what we've got now, anybody that has been to the theater or knows the Highlands Theater knows David Spivey. David Spivey has been in he won't even say how many plays he's been. more than you can imagine. He is Oscar. Felix Trudell, who was just in Don't Cry for Me, Margaret Mitchell. He is Felix. I'm Murray the Cop. I'm praying I don't mess it up.
Oh,
And
it's a lot of pressure.
Oh, it is. It is. But we have a lot of fun doing it. Joe Laszlo, Michael Lanzolata, Craig
Is he Italian?
Eister. Who?
Joe,
Michael?
Michael Azzolato.
Lanzolata? No, I don't know.
That's got to be an
I don't know.
Italian name.
Now you just made me forget. Oh, Craig Eister, Speed, Michael, Vinny, Joe is Joe Lazo, Craig Eister, myself is Murray the Cop, and
I thought there were people over there. You were pointing. I got a little confused. Is there people over there?
there will be.
You know,
I
it's a little
promise you
early
there
to
will
be. I didn't think there was
No, I
alcohol in these
No,
bottles
no.
back here.
I really haven't started yet.
Ricky, there's nobody over there.
Well, you know,
Is that what happens?
when you start naming off names, you start running off a list of people. If I left somebody out, you know what would happen? Okay, so let me talk about the ladies. Ronnie
Whoa.
Spilton and Betsy Miller are the cuckoo pigeon sisters because you don't spell it like Walter Pigeon, you spell it like the bird.
Pigeon.
Oh, come on, man. Do you think I know how to spell
Is that
it?
how you spell pigeon?
I don't know.
Pigeon.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
How many times have I written out the word pigeon in my life? But anyway, they are. Ronnie's been in a gazillion plays, and she's a very, very fine actress. Betsy did her first play in Highlands. Now, I think she did some work in high school, but she did her first play in 2010,
Wow.
and she was Lexi in the Dixie Swim Club, which was it was one of the greatest plays in the world. I directed it. Now I got to wait, stop.
Here we
stop.
go.
No, please, stop. True story. Some of my stories
I was going to say,
some of my stories
if you don't say true story before your story, should I be worried?
you should be aware.
Okay.
This was a script that you really couldn't mess up. It was a beautiful script. In fact, it was so popular, and the girls, the ladies that we had in it were so wonderful that 2 years later they demanded that we do it again.
Really?
And in a short time, 2 years. But anyway, that's the cast. That's the play. Tangi Armour. I didn't say
Cut.
that, did I?
Cut.
Yeah, it
Did
is,
you just
yeah.
mess up somebody's
No,
name?
I think her last name is Armour. Anyway,
This is the
Tangi-
problem with live TV.
Tangi is a director, doing a great job. And we're just really looking forward to doing it. Have you ever been in a play?
I do not think I've ever been in a play, but I'm ready.
I think you are.
I think I'm ready. I could have sat at the table and been played cards.
I tried to
I was
get
out of
you.
town.
I
was out of
tried.
town. I think that'd
Honestly,
be perfect for me.
I think so too. But we do have a great group, and you would have fit in very, very well. Don't know who you could have replaced because these guys are so great. But I did invite
I
you.
just need like a bit part.
The poker players really, really is. When you look at David's piece of the script, the page, the script is, I don't know, 88 pages long. He is on almost every page. Lance is on almost every page. It's a tremendous
What about
amount of memorization.
You're
Did
not
you say memorization?
Memorization. You're not. See, I'm ready. I'm ready for the show because you didn't say it real well there.
Well, I do that a lot.
Yeah. By the way, if you're just tuning in or you just have turned the channel, actually, you don't turn channels like this anymore.
no,
That was a little old school. If you're just turning the channel and you've come upon us, I'm Mike. This is Ricky. We are at the Highlands Performing Arts Center, and we're talking about this week and next week's performance of The Odd Couple, starring Ricky Siegel.
No.
Actually, he told me to say in my notes, starring Ricky Siegel. So it's just, I mean,
Listen, did he tell you a lie when he said it was Mike and Dooley in the morning?
no. Which, by the way, reminds me, we have an interview tonight at 9 o'clock. I'll post some information about that.
Who are you interviewing?
Well, it's kind of a special tease.
Oh,
It's a band. It's a country music band called Long Cut. So I'll put more information about that on later.
But don't tell anybody because,
No.
as he said, it's
I know.
supposed to be.
I didn't hold that very well. Hello, Tracy Bowen. Thank you for watching. See, when people watch, it pops up here.
Oh,
Now-
you're kidding me.
Yeah, it says their little comments. Now, I'm hoping that we sound good, and I'm hoping that we look,
I hope so too.
because, I think we look good in general. See, I could do this. This is high tech. Now, hopefully,
the man knows what he's doing. My son, we call him the Apple boy, Christopher Siegel. He works for Apple. Do you think I know how to use one of these things?
no. Do you get free phones?
Are you kidding me?
You get discounted.
No, I get a discount.
Do you get a family discount?
Yes. Friends and
Can
family.
you give me a phone? I need a new phone.
I'll treat you right.
I
I'll
need a
treat
new
you
phone.
right.
Actually, my phone is so bad that I have to put it on battery saving mode.
Battery saving?
I'm waiting for the new iPhones. I've never had an
I thought
iPhone.
You said you were pretty good with this word thing.
I'm working on it. I've never had. You make me nervous.
Yeah.
I've never had an iPhone before. But my phone is on the fritz, so I'm waiting till next month when the new iPhones come out. And then I'm going to see. I'm going to switch to iPhone.
I'm not sure if is a new iPhone coming out. See, I tell you, he's my son. I asked him one time, Christopher, could you tell me what are you doing? I said, I would, but I had to kill you.
Well, that would
They don't tell them. They do not share their secrets.
Well, then he probably shouldn't tell you if you'd have to.
No.
Now, let me ask you this question. I know we're talking about the Odd Couple, but how many plays have you done here at the Highlands Playhouse?
Me personally?
No. This guy.
Oh, get out of here. Well, because I'm thinking how many we do. The group, the Highlands Cashers Players,
Right.
usually does 3 main stage plays a year. And right now we're involved in the winter. We're doing a dinner theater, which is pretty
a
good.
dinner theater.
But it's been very, very popular. And what we do is 4 skits, and they're published skits. Most of them are published skits, and we serve meals in between.
Right here?
We've done it downstairs. We've done it at the Episcopal
Dinner
Church.
theater.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's been a great concept. We've done very, very well with it. And everybody, in the winter, there's not a lot going on here.
Right.
And the to have something to do.
True.
The dinner theater has worked out very, very well.
Which reminds me, if you want information on that, I wrote down the website, which is players.org.
And all you have to do is Google. I mean, go into your browser and just put Highlands Cashers Players, and we do come up.
You are very high tech. You told me you weren't high tech.
Come on, is that high tech?
That's pretty high
If
tech.
that's the level of my high tech, we're in trouble.
Do you know the phone number of the Highlands Cashers?
The box office,
Box office.
526-8084.
And in other parts of
Is
the
this a
world,
test?
yeah, this is. Oh no, I have some questions for you. But see, when you live in Highlands, one thing you learn is you don't need to tell everybody the area code, because when you live in bigger cities, you have to dial the area code. So he just said 526-8084.
And it's
828-526-8084. So
You know what's really funny, Mike, and this is true. Just another one.
another true story.
Whenever I give out my phone number, whenever I give out the number, whether it be the cell phone or my home phone, 828 comes. It's become a habit.
You told me you didn't have any phones when I asked you for your number.
Because it was.
You told me to write you a letter.
Yes.
What?
Said drop it off
Night.
late at night.
What?
Don't let anybody see you coming to the door,
You
please.
have-
I got phones. And they work.
And they weren't. Well, America, he told me otherwise.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you.
I think if you've been watching this show often enough, you might understand why I don't give him my phone
That's
number.
true. That's true. But I finally tracked him down. So now he's going to be a regular guest host here on the Mike and Dooley show. It's really
Now, we haven't talked wages. We haven't talked rates. We
Whoa,
haven't
whoa.
talked royalties.
You're going to pay me to have you on the show?
Would you be worth it? I mean, would it be a good idea?
I think that's
so.
what most people say. But so in honor of the Odd Couple show play, which is playing here at the Highlands.
He was picking on me. Remember?
Highlands.
Remember that?
Highlands Cashers Playhouse. That's the official name. No, Highlands.
It's the Performing Art Center. Highlands. Repeat after me.
Okay.
Highlands Performing
Arts
Center.
Then why is the website HighlandsCashersPlayers.org?
Because we are okay.
See, you can
These are
see
two-
where I
no,
have
no, no,
confusion.
okay,
It's a
fair
good
enough.
question.
It's a very, very good
Thank
question.
you.
We are separate entities. The Performing Arts Center is its own 501c3. I'm not sure if it's a 501c3 or what its designation is, but we are a renter here. We are not part of the theater. We use the theater when
now I
we
understand.
use it. They rent to the Highlands Cashers Chamber Music Festival.
Right.
They have individual shows here, and most of them very, very nice sponsored shows. We saw the Carole King tribute, which was marvelous.
Right.
We've got I forget the name of it. It's at it's rock and roll Tennessee bands or whatever. It's Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley. Elvis is still dead.
Is he?
Yes,
I
but
thought
they
he
have
was on
some.
an island with Bruce Lee and JFK. No,
That could be some good
I
karate studio
thought
stuff.
that's what I heard, but I guess.
But everybody is their own entity. We are not. The only way we're connected is the fact that they call
Use
us
it.
the resident theater group.
Or so you use it. So you can see where there's. See,
Oh, sure.
You were talking about
And
in the morning.
everywhere we go,
No.
right? Everywhere we go, we get that question.
See.
And it's a fair question.
So you can call the Highlands Performing Arts Center with
Right.
the number we gave you.
We
or
have
you-
our own phone here.
here, or you can go to highlandscashersplayers.org to find out more information about The Odd Couple as well as other upcoming shows. The Odd Couple is playing this Thursday through Sunday
Opens the 23rd.
to the 26th,
Right.
and then also plays again the 30th through the 2nd.
Now the Sunday shows, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday shows, our evening shows, start at the curtain is 7:30. Box office is open. Doors open at 7 o'clock. The Sunday show is 2:30. It's a matinee. We do that both Sundays.
How long is the show,
You know,
roughly?
it's going to be right around 2 hours.
2 hours. They have an intermission?
We have, oh yes,
After an hour?
absolutely.
And let's see, wait, food and drinks? I can't remember.
We have wine
There's a
out there.
little-
We don't have any food. We don't sell food.
But they
we
serve
do,
wine.
We do serve.
That makes
we
Ricky's
sell wine.
That makes Ricky's performance that much funnier.
Oh, absolutely. We
After
urge
a bottle of
you.
wine, Ricky
urge
is hilarious.
Just knock it down.
Until that
folks.
bottle kicks in, he's a little dry. But in honor of The Odd Couple,
The Odd Couple.
let me ask you a quick couple of let's see how smart you are in
we
Odd
go.
Couple history. Okay, ready?
right.
What year did the primetime television show The Odd Couple first hit the airwaves?
We talked about that. A friend of mine, Ronnie, who's also in the show. We talked. I think it was somewhere in the early 70s.
I'll give you four choices: 73, 70, 72, or 71. What's your final answer?
72.
Wrong.
Okay.
Second question. It was 1970.
Oh, no, I knew it was in the 70s.
This character from the TV series The Odd Couple was Oscar and Felix's friend who worked for the New York City Police Department. What was his name?
Oh, come on, guys. That's me.
Oh,
That's
and his
Murray
name
the
is?
cop.
All right, okay, good job. I knew you'd get that one right. Who played the role of Oscar's ex-wife, Blanche Madison, on the TV show?
Ain't got a clue.
All right, I'll give you options. Brett Summers, Monica Evans, Carol Shelley, or Janice Hansen?
All of the above.
Okay.
I have
Brett-
no idea.
Okay, that one's an easy one. Come on,
That was an easy one.
You got to get something right here. Okay.
Why don't you ask me something like
this-
hard, like what color was George Washington's horse? Can you do something like that? Because you're killing me.
This gray-haired man from the sitcom The Odd Couple was Oscar and Felix's friend who used to come over and play cards with them.
Well, they all played cards.
Okay, here's your options. Speed, Pookie, Johnny, or Billy.
So Speed.
Good
Because,
answer.
I know the guys in the play.
Good answer.
Know those guys
That's
are-
pretty good. Okay.
Okay.
What was the name of Felix's ex-wife on the show The Odd Couple? Gwendolyn, Missy, Betty, or Gloria?
None of those.
Yeah.
His wife was Frances.
No.
Yes.
What was the name of Felix's ex-wife on the show? It
Ex?
was Gloria, they said. Well, then the internet is wrong.
Well,
Are you going to tell me that the internet is wrong?
hand me my script. He was married to Frances, and they got a divorce, or she kicked him out after 12 years, and he's broken apart.
Well,
You ought to hear Lance cry.
That's not what it said.
Lance can. I don't give a darn what it said.
What
Did you see where I caught myself?
Yes. What newspaper did Oscar Madison work for? That's easy.
Oh, did he work for the Post?
They don't talk about it in the show here.
No.
Is it the New York Herald, the New York Times, the LA Times, or Chicago Tribune?
Well, it'd be the Herald.
All right, one more. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, for somebody that's in the play.
I knew I was getting set up. Something told me
This
I was
is
getting
easy.
set up. Okay, this is
What
easy.
did Felix Unger do for a living on the sitcom The Odd Couple?
He wrote? I know in the play he wrote for CBS News.
No, was he a freelance photographer, an architect, a teacher, or a traffic cop?
Felix?
Oh,
I know in the play he writes for CBS News.
well, in the show.
I'm not a television guy.
In the show, he was a freelance photographer. Okay,
Freelance photographer.
what city did they live in?
Are you kidding? Lived on West End Avenue in New York.
No.
Well, Felix's apartment was on West End Avenue.
So obviously the show aired from, I think from 70 to 75.
And it was funny.
1975.
It was Mathau.
Uh-huh.
Mathau
Come on.
and
You can do it.
Lemon.
Yeah, George, yeah. You know who was also up for roles is
No.
Dean Martin and Mickey Rooney.
Oh God.
How about that?
That's pretty funny.
Did you also know it was the last Friday sitcom to be nominated for an Emmy?
No, I did not know that.
How about
either.
that?
Because what we do, look,
So what is the
are
difference
talking
between
about
the
the
TV
film.
show and the play?
oh, come on.
The play-
The TV show, you got 7 guys in a back room sitting around trying to think up situations.
Right.
It's why do you think they call it a sitcom? Okay, situation.
I got it.
And this Neil Simon.
Is that why it's called sitcom? Was it? Is
That's
it
a cute hat. I really like the
I
hat.
like yours too.
Okay.
Is that why it's called a sitcom?
Anyway, Simon.
It would make sense.
Simon wrote. Oh, he wrote a tremendous amount of plays. We've done a number of Neil Simon plays here,
Right.
and he created this. It's a one-off. He didn't do any spin-offs of it. But when you get something like that the audience takes a liking to,
Right.
then you can sit down and you can write things about one guy being a slob, which is Oscar, the biggest slob that ever lived, and Felix, who is the neat freak.
Now-
The neat freak walks around the stage with a bottle of aerosol.
Oh, I'm a germaphobe, so I think I can do that. But let me ask you this: was it a play that became a show, or a show that
Oh
became
no
a play?
no. It was a play.
It was a
that
play
be-
first,
Absolutely.
and then they made a show out of it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, haircut tomorrow. My hair is too long for this particular play.
I know what you're. I know.
Murray
what
the cop would
you're,
not
I have the same. Just gave myself a haircut.
You're shining on the camera.
I just
and
blew the camera. Okay.
It didn't shine too
It
bad.
didn't shine too bad.
But I think 1965, and so I was told can't have this long a hair. Now, if it was 1969, 1970,
you could have got away with
you
it.
could have you could get away with anything in 1969.
Is it hard having long hair?
So
No.
it's a lot easier for me.
It's easy?
I enjoy
like
having
that?
a little bit longer hair. But we're
we
going to
not-
cut it tomorrow.
All right, let's not talk about
3:30.
haircuts anymore. Oh, you got it. Everybody in Highlands, Ricky's got a haircut at 3:30 tomorrow,
Yeah, but they don't know where.
but they don't know where. So anything else that anybody watching on TV or watching on social media should know about the Odd Couple showing at the Performing Arts Center, or anything else about the Performing Arts Center that you'd like to tell the viewers?
Well, the Performing Arts Center is going to go through an expansion, hopefully. That's all in the works. The Highlands Cashers Players Group has been in operation for 23 years.
Well,
An amazing amount of plays and an amazing amount of talent that runs through it. And I meant to mention, when you're talking about the website, and you go to the website, there is a place on that website that you can say, I'd like to volunteer. I'd like to paint sets. I'd like to act. I would like to be informed of auditions. I can usher. I can sell tickets at the box office. There's a lot of things that you can do to participate in this organization. We're all volunteer organization.
wow, that's impressive though, because it's a nice facility, and it'd be nice if they are able to expand it.
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
great to have this in such a small town where we can come out and see
Intimate.
good theater,
The
local theater.
we haven't done. We've done. I think maybe over the years, maybe musicals. We did a funny thing happened on the way to the Forum on this stage, and there were 23.
No, I didn't see that.
Everybody in Highlands was in the play. I don't know how we filled up the audience, but
There's
everybody.
5 people.
Actually, the funny part is the more people you have in a cast, the more friends they have, and the more
Well, that's
friends.
true.
So it really does help sell tickets.
Sure.
That's really fun.
Sure.
But that was one of the most fun plays I have ever done.
Really?
I was Hysterium, and
Oh, hysteria! Oh, I saw that at the Playhouse.
Playhouse.
I saw it at the Playhouse. Not the one that you were in, but I saw it at the Playhouse.
Don't tell anybody. I thought we were better.
Did you?
Gosh, hell yes.
Isn't
No,
that
but of course I did.
For such a small town, we have a Playhouse, and a Performing Arts Center, plus the Bascom,
And the
plus a lot of
Bascom-
other things.
Bascom is a marvelous.
If you're
addition to the
visiting
city.
and watching this on Highlands Cable Group, go check out the Bascom. It's a wonderful facility. And if you live here, I'm amazed by how many people have never been to the Bascom.
Sage advice. You like that?
Thank you. And come out and check out The Odd Couple, playing Thursday through Sunday this week, Thursday through Sunday the following week, weeknights at 7:30,
and Sunday
at 2:30. So come join them.
And Mike, thanks so much for joining me here on the show.
I
really appreciate
you on the show. I look forward to having you on the show more often. And for more stuff on Mike and Dooley, check us out at mikeanddooley.com or follow us on Facebook. Anything else you'd like to say?
I wish I was able to have shared it from my phone, but I don't know.
You did. I think I shared it.
Did it really?
So now all your friends get to watch
awesome.
it. All your friends got to watch it. So thank you for tuning in. Come check out the play.
Thank you, sir.
Take care. From our family to yours. Bye-bye.